Sardines were once called brain food for soldiers during World War II, because just one can could keep a man alert through an entire night watch. They were powerful, compact, and rich in nutrients that helped soldiers stay sharp even under extreme stress. But what almost no one talks about is this: the same food that once fueled young soldiers can quietly drain energy from older adults when it's eaten the wrong way. You see, after 50, your body no longer handles fats, sodium, or protein the same way. What worked perfectly when you were younger, a can of sardines for lunch or a quick snack, can now backfire, leaving you tired, bloated, or with aching joints you can't explain. Sardines themselves aren't the problem is how we eat them. And that's exactly what this video is about, because the truth is, millions of Americans over 50 are making the same everyday mistakes with sardines. Simple habits that turn one of the healthiest foods on earth into a slow source of inflammation, fatigue, and even bone loss. But once you understand these traps, you can fix them instantly, and bring all of sardines' real benefits back to your heart, brain, and muscles. So, grab your notebook, because this could change the way you see healthy eating forever. And now, let's get straight into it. The first deadly mistake most people make with sardines. 1. Using sardines as a snack instead of a real meal. Most people over 50 reach for sardines thinking, it's protein, it's clean, it's quick. And sure, on paper it sounds perfect. But here's the hidden truth: when you treat sardines like a snack and not part of a full meal, you quietly train your body to run on empty. After 50, your metabolism slows down, and your muscles don't rebuild themselves as easily. Harvard researchers found that muscle repair slows significantly with age, not because of the lack of protein, but because of missing balance. Sardines alone don't give you the fiber, carbs, or phytonutrients your body needs to shuttle protein into muscle cells. Without those nutrients, your body starts breaking down the very protein you just ate to keep your blood sugar steady. That's why so many older adults who eat clean still feel tired, weak, or lightheaded 2 hours after their snack. The body is starving for balance, not calories. You may notice your hands trembling slightly after skipping carbs, or that drained feeling that hits around mid-afternoon. That's your body running out of glucose. The solution is simple and fast. Instead of eating sardines straight from the can, add half an avocado or 4 whole grain crackers. Within about 20 minutes, you'll feel steadier energy because your body finally has enough carbs to absorb and store that protein as muscle fuel. A study from the National Institute on Aging followed older adults who paired proteins with complex carbs daily. They retained stronger grip and steadier walking speed compared to those who snacked on protein alone. Balance matters more than willpower. One small adjustment, even a handful of oats or a few slices of apple with your sardines, can change how your body feels for the rest of the day. 2. Choosing sardines packed in refined oil. The can says in oil, but what kind of oil? That's where many people go wrong. Most sardines aren't packed in olive oil, they're sitting in refined soybean, sunflower, or even cottonseed oil, the kind used in industrial frying. These oils are heated during processing, producing compounds that can harm the heart and brain over time. Inside your cells are mitochondria, tiny powerhouses that rely on clean fat to generate energy. When you eat sardines soaked in refined oil, you're giving those mitochondria damaged fuel. It's like trying to run a car on burnt gasoline. Over time, it shows up as fatigue, joint stiffness, slower recovery, or even brain fog after meals. And because antioxidant defenses decline with age, your body has a harder time neutralizing those oxidized fats. The American Heart Association reported in 2022 that oxidized fats in refined oils can raise key inflammation markers in the bloodstream, the kind linked to cardiovascular stress. If you've noticed mild swelling in your hands or a dull ache behind your eyes after eating certain canned foods, that's your body responding to this type of chemical stress. Here's how to fix it instantly. Look for cans that say packed in water or in extra virgin olive oil. If you can't find them, don't panic. Drain the oil completely, rinse the sardines under warm water for 5 seconds, and drizzle your own cold-pressed olive oil instead. This 1-minute step can transform a poor-quality meal into a heart-friendly one. And one more secret: keep your olive oil in a dark bottle and store it away from heat. Just 1 month of light exposure can strip away much of its antioxidant power. So if you're going to eat sardines for your heart, make sure the oil loves your heart back. 3. Ignoring sodium labels. Let's talk about salt, the sneaky part no one pays attention to. A single can of sardines can carry over 400 milligrams of sodium, and flavored versions can climb to double that. For an aging body, that's not just seasoning, it's strain. After 50, your kidneys work slower. They can't clear sodium as efficiently as before, so the salt lingers in your bloodstream, trapping water and pushing pressure against your arteries. You might not feel it immediately, but the clues show up: puffy fingers in the morning, a tighter ring on your hand, mild headaches after dinner, or that full feeling in your lower legs by evening. The CDC has shown that even small sodium reductions, just cutting back 1,000 milligrams per day, can bring measurable relief for adults over 50. But here's the catch: many lightly salted sardines still contain high sodium levels. That's marketing, not mercy. Here's a quick rescue trick that hardly anyone knows: rinse your sardines under warm water before eating. It removes roughly a third of the surface salt. Then, bring potassium into the mix. It helps balance sodium's effects naturally. Spinach, half an avocado, or a small baked potato can all do the job beautifully. Potassium helps relax blood vessels and restore circulation, which is why adding it alongside salty foods often makes you feel lighter within hours. Another overlooked helper is lemon juice. Just a squeeze before eating sardines encourages your kidneys to flush out sodium faster. It's a small, old-fashioned habit, but it works better than most supplements people buy. And remember, the point isn't to fear sodium, but to master it. Your heart depends not on what you cut out completely, but on what you balance consistently. For eating sardines with white bread or crackers, if you're over 50, comfort foods can feel like old friends, and nothing feels more familiar than a can of sardines on soft white bread or salty crackers. It's quick, it's easy, and it feels harmless. But that innocent combo is secretly slowing down your metabolism every single time you eat it. Here's what really happens: white bread turns into glucose almost instantly after you swallow it. Within minutes, your blood sugar spikes, just as the fat from sardines begins entering your bloodstream. That timing mismatch sends confusing signals to your body. Insulin surges to control the sugar, but now it has to deal with the fat, too. The result? The sugar gets stored, the fat gets trapped, and your energy crashes within the next hour. That's why so many older adults feel sluggish, bloated, or sleepy after a so-called light lunch. And the signs come quietly: that heavy eyelid feeling after eating, sudden yawning, or that fog that makes you crave coffee right after lunch. That's not age, that's a glucose-fat mismatch. A clinical report from Tufts University in 2022 tracked middle-aged adults who paired refined carbs with oily foods, and found their post-meal triglycerides rose sharply for several hours. Translation: that quick meal isn't as light as it looks. The fix is beautifully simple and fast. Ditch the white bread. Go for rye, whole grain, or even sourdough toast. These options release glucose more slowly, giving your body time to use the healthy fats for energy instead of storage. If you don't want bread at all, try slicing a cucumber or apple as your base. The crunch is just as satisfying, but it keeps your blood sugar steady. And if you want an extra metabolic boost, sprinkle a bit of black pepper or lemon zest on top. Both improve digestion and help your body burn the fats more efficiently. 5. Removing the soft bones from sardines. Here's a habit that seems small but carries a quiet cost: throwing away the soft bones inside sardines. Many people find the texture unpleasant or worry they're not meant to eat them, but in reality, those tiny bones are one of nature's best-kept secrets for strong aging. Each sardine bone is packed with natural calcium, magnesium, and collagen, nutrients that your body can absorb easily because they already exist in a food-based form. Unlike supplements, which need vitamin D and stomach acid to activate, the calcium from sardine bones comes pre-bonded with proteins that help it attach to your own bones. That's why it's one of the few animal-based sources that directly supports bone density without pills. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate small fish with bones had significantly better bone mineral content than those who ate the same fish without them. If you've noticed subtle signs like brittle nails, cramping calves, or aching lower back after long walks, that might not be muscle fatigue, it could be your bones quietly losing their reserves. The best part: fixing this takes zero effort. Those bones are already soft from the canning process. Just mash them gently with a fork until they blend into the fish. You'll hardly feel them, but your body will thank you. And here's an extra trick that very few people know: drizzle half a teaspoon of lemon juice before eating. The mild acid helps free up calcium ions, making absorption smoother and faster, all within the same meal, so don't throw away what your body desperately needs. Those soft bones are nature's built-in calcium supplement. No pills, no side effects, just the power of food working exactly the way it's meant to. If this video opened your eyes even a little, if you caught yourself thinking, "Wait, I've done that," then take this as your reminder: it's never too late to start eating smarter. The smallest corrections today can save you years of silent damage tomorrow. I make videos just like this every week, simple, science-backed lessons that help you stay strong, sharp, and independent after 50. So if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit subscribe. Your own health journey. Because the next time you open that can of sardines, you'll know exactly how to make it work for you, not against you. Stay consistent, stay curious, and remember, it's not about eating less, it's about eating right. I'll see you in the next video.